The first message looked harmless. That's the part I can't stop thinking about. Not dramatic, not romantic. Just 3 words. Did you eat? That was it. And somehow, that tiny message destroyed my marriage. At first, I told myself I was imagining things. Because when you've been with someone for years, you don't immediately assume betrayal. You assume stress, distance, routine, anything except the truth. But deep down, something already felt wrong. And the scary part? I think she knew I noticed. The night I found the messages started like every other night. Quiet house, TV playing in the background, her sitting beside me, scrolling through her phone. But she kept smiling. Not normal smiling. Not random scrolling, smiling. That private kind of smile. The kind people try to hide. And every time I looked at her, she locked the screen. That was the first moment my stomach dropped. I should have ignored it. I should have trusted her. But once suspicion enters your mind, it changes how you see everything. Suddenly, every late reply felt suspicious. Every shower with her phone nearby felt intentional. Every "I'm tired tonight" sounded different. And I hated myself for noticing. Because suspicion changes you before the truth ever does. The next few days became torture. Not because I had proof, because I didn't. And honestly, no proof is sometimes worse. Because your mind fills the silence with possibilities. I started noticing small things, tiny things. She dressed differently, started wearing perfume again, laughed more at her phone than at me. And the worst part? She seemed happier, just not with me. One evening, she left her phone on the kitchen counter for the first time in months, and I remember staring at it like it was alive. I told myself not to touch it. Then it buzzed, and I saw the name, not saved as a heart, not saved romantically, just Danielle. But underneath the name, the preview appeared. I miss yesterday already. I froze, because in that moment, everything changed. Not officially, not loudly, but internally. That message confirmed something I wasn't ready to face. My wife was emotionally somewhere else. And emotional betrayal sometimes hurts worse than physical betrayal. Because it means someone else reached parts of them you no longer could. I shouldn't have opened the phone. I know that. But once pain starts, people stop thinking clearly. So I opened it. And what I found wasn't graphic. That's what made it worse. It was emotional, deep, personal. Voice notes, long conversations, inside jokes, late-night messages, pieces of her. I thought only I knew. And suddenly, I realized something terrifying. She had been slowly giving another man the version of her that used to belong to me. I sat there reading for almost an hour, not moving, barely breathing. And every message felt like another crack in the life I thought I had. Then I found the message that completely broke me. I wish I met you before I got married. That line destroyed me, because now this wasn't flirting. It wasn't temporary. It was emotional escape. And emotional escape becomes dangerous fast. Because once someone starts imagining another life, they slowly stop living inside the current one. That night, I didn't confront her. And honestly, that scared me more than anything. Because silence meant part of me already knew the marriage was changing. Instead, I watched her, the way she smiled at her screen, the way she leaned away from me in bed, the way conversations between us became shorter. And suddenly I realized she had been leaving emotionally long before I discovered the messages. The next morning, she kissed me goodbye before work. And for the first time in years, that kiss felt unfamiliar, like routine, not love. That's when anger finally replaced confusion. Not explosive anger, quiet anger, the dangerous kind, the kind that sits in your chest and waits. And later that evening, I finally asked her, "Who's Daniel?" The silence after that question was the loudest silence I had ever heard. She froze instantly, and in that moment, before she even answered, I already knew the truth, because guilt always appears before words do. And the scariest part of betrayal? It's realizing your instincts were right the entire time. She tried denying it first. Of course she did. Just a friend, co-worker. You're overthinking. But her voice shook. And when people start defending too quickly, it usually means they already prepared the lie. Then I asked her one question. Did you ever talk to him the way you used to talk to me? That question broke her because she couldn't answer. And silence is sometimes the clearest confession. She started crying, said she felt lonely, unseen, disconnected. And honestly, part of me understood. That's what made everything more painful. Because relationships rarely collapse all at once. They fade slowly, quietly, until someone else enters the empty space. And that's exactly what happened. The affair didn't begin with touching. It began with attention. And attention is where most betrayals truly start. That night, neither of us slept. We sat in the same house, same room, same marriage. But suddenly, everything felt unfamiliar. And the truth is, the messages weren't the real heartbreak. The real heartbreak was realizing she had already emotionally left before I ever found them. If you made it this far, tell me honestly, could you forgive emotional betrayal? Or does it hurt more than physical cheating? Because sometimes the things people say in secret destroy more than actions ever could.